NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and it's second down.
This is it. 19. Alert.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete. Stills. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watson on target here to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They'll run with Miller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watch it. Watch it. Hold the look. Hold.
On second down, here's Miller. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. He gets nothing on back-to-back runs, so now you're dealing with a 3rd and 10 and probably a passing play.
I would agree with that, and I would highly suggest to the play caller, check a different part of that section on your play sheet, because his first 2 runs didn't help you at all. Find someone else who can touch the ball and maybe move it downfield.
58's the money. 58's the money.
On third down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, 31.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
So we got man.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Get the boys down. He's coming.
49's the money.
Here we go.
Here's Watson. And incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike's 49.
Throwing again, it's Watson. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Reset. 19, 55.
53, Mike, 53. I got you.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Show it up. Show it up.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
We got this.
A gain of 14. And the Colts first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On play action, Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Check 55, Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Throwing, Brissett. And that is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. With that incompletion, I want to revisit some playoff talk. We talked about the top 2 seeds, but let's break down the AFC playoff picture. Ravens and Pats on top. If the season ended, we'd be looking at the Bills in the 5 spot and the Steelers the 6. That would give us wild card games of Bills, Chiefs, Steelers, Texans. You give the Titans, Raiders, Colts, or Browns any shot, Charles?
I give the Titans a shot. They get Houston twice in the last 4 games of the year. And the way they're running the ball with Derrick Henry and their defense playing well, yeah, they're very confident right now. The Raiders, no, I don't give them that type of a shot. I think they're a year ahead of schedule with the season that they're having. The Colts, I do give them a shot. Okay, Jacoby Brissett, if he can get hot down the stretch and they get Marlon Mack back running the football, I think they can have an impact. In Cleveland, no, I don't give them any shot.
Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 68 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smarter play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. To try again after the sack, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. After the interception, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's first, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Miller. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on third, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 67 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
3 down, 3 down. He's coming.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That is 3 plays and out. It's fourth down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Check it out, Reed. Check.
They're going to try and throw. Got an open man, that's Campbell. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ricky.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 57 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
14. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
At 58 is a mic. Go 58.
Here's Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Watson now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. Watson on 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's make these babies cry.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Right here.
Watson throwing again, eluding the pressure right. He's got Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 19.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now it's Miller, and he'll get this down only to the 18. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counter.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by...